Okay, welcome to a 12-minute full body mobility routine that's perfect to loosen up after the workout, or you may choose to do this routine in the evening before you go to sleep or when you wake up. It's up to you, but it only takes 12 minutes. We've got 10 seconds until we start, and the first exercise, we're gonna try to reach overhead and touch our toes. And 3, 2, 1. So extend full body, try to reach as high as you can, push your hips down and try to touch the floor. Slowly come back up, rounding your spine, reach overhead, push your hips back and touch the floor. Nice and easy. And slowly come up, rounding your spine. If you can, just reach overhead and just continue touching the floor for 1 minute. Just gonna come back up, reach overhead, just have to keep an eye on timer, and reach the floor. Slowly come back up. Got 20 seconds. Next one will be squats, holding your toes. Now, a few more times, reach overhead, reach the floor, or come back up. And now, feet a little bit wider. Grab your toes, elbows inside your knees. You squat, you push your knees out so you get a nice stretch in your hips, and then push your hips up so you get a nice stretch in your hamstrings. We'll squat down and extend. It's a good stretch for your hamstrings. Squat down and extend. Squat down and then extend. Should feel a good stretch in your hamstrings. That's the goal. Squat down and extend. It's quite dynamic. It's not meant to be very passive. Can probably hear my knees clicking, but it's fine as long as it's not painful. Yeah, nice stretch in the hamstrings. Squat down. You get your chest up. 5 seconds. Next one, we'll have cat-cow. So we're gonna go down on the mat, onto your knees and onto your palms. So nicely round your spine, pushing your belly button up, and then nice arch through your back, look up. Then nice rounding, good stretch, and push your belly button down. Just go through the movement, nice and slow. I'm gonna go whole minute. Yeah, nice and easy. So just flexing and extending that back as much as you can. It's very good for your spine to get that movement in. We're gonna do the next one in 10 seconds. It's gonna be world's greatest stretch with thoracic with rotation. So for that, we want to place our left leg up and supporting ourselves with the right hand. And then with left hand, I'm reaching through the gap and then rotating and opening up towards the ceiling. Reach through, a nice stretch in my spine and my hips, and open up. It's quite dynamic movement. Your whole back and your hips, whole body gets a nice stretch. There's 2 ways to do this one, but I want to focus more on the spine because the other way is more for your hips. So we'll leave that for the next time. Just reach through and open up. Reach through and open up. You watch like I'm heavily sweating, and that's good because mobility is not meant to be passive and easy. It's meant to be quite challenging. Reach through and open up. And now change the side, so right leg, supporting myself with the left arm, reach through and open up towards the ceiling. Reach through and open up. You might notice that one side is tighter than another, but it's completely fine. That's why we're working on both sides, because we all have certain imbalances. Nice. 30 seconds to go. Just keep going through the movement. Just quite dynamic movements, because in my opinion, dynamic movements is slightly better than holding passive stretches. Even though I do both, because I find normal stretching more relaxing. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna do performance push-ups. So 90-degree bend in your knee at the front and at the back, and we'll try to go down and come back up. You should feel a nice stretch in your glutes. So go down, come back up. Again, quite dynamic. You can do this with no hands, so you're working the muscle a little bit more. But I'm struggling with that because of the poor internal rotation of my other hip. And I don't have an excuse for that, apart from injuries, as always. So as you can see, that sport thing is not good for you. You're getting injured. No, I'm joking. To be honest, if I wouldn't do mobility or strength training, I would be probably crippled. In a few seconds, same thing, change your legs. So we're working on the right side. Yep, so you may notice that you have more tightness in the other side. For me, my right leg is extremely tight, especially my glute. Yeah, just lean forward, get a nice stretch, reach through. Just push yourself as much as you can. I'm going for 30 seconds. 30 more seconds, sorry. Good. It's just nice 12 minutes of mobility that you can find any time to do it. That you'll definitely feel a lot better after completing that. Just keeping an eye on my timer. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm gonna go on our knees and I'm gonna place my right leg outside and I'm gonna slightly sit back with my hips. So what we're looking is for a nice stretch in your inner thigh to get your adductors going. You can even put your leg wider to get a very nice and deep stretch. And if you sit back down on your hips, that will increase the stretch through your adductor. So as you can see, I added a few passive ones to relax. But I'm not gonna lie, this one is quite nasty. Those adductors are very long muscles, and for some reason, they're very unpleasant to stretch. Don't know if you see the timer on the video, but we got 10 more seconds. Yeah, then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna swap the legs, same thing on the other leg, and sit back down. Getting a nice stretch in your inner thigh. That's what we're looking for. Looks like we're having some works outside the studio. Just can be annoying for audio, but to be honest, something's getting fixed. So let's be happy about that. So yeah, we are looking for a nice stretch in your inner thigh again to loosen up those hips. And we got 2 more stretches after that, which will be very nice and pleasant. It's like very yoga-like. 15 seconds. Yeah, I'm really feeling a nice pull in my inner thigh. And 3, 2, 1. We're gonna change into cobra position. So lay down, face down on the floor, arms, push yourself up, keep your hips down. I don't know why this is called a cobra position, because I would rename it as seal, just because I've seen seals doing that rather than cobras, because cobras have no arms. But I guess we shouldn't apply too much logic into these positions. It's just something for us to familiarize with. But yeah, nice and passive stretch. You should feel a nice stretch in your upper abs and in your lower back. That's what I want to say. 15 seconds to go. And next one will be child's pose. So very relaxing last stretch for the end. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get up. Now we want to sit back onto our heels and reach away with our arms as far as we can. So you're gonna get a nice stretch in your back or your shoulders, depending what's tighter. For me, I'm really feeling that in my lats because they're just tight. And try to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Should be quite relaxing. Walk away. If you don't feel any stretch, walk away with your arms even further. Yeah, just close your eyes and relax for a few seconds. Not even gonna look at the timer until it rings. Nice. Well done. Thank you for joining me in this mobility routine. I hope you enjoyed it.